Hey guys, Joe here, and look, I found the cord for Bluey here, and now I have audio. Doing a pickup video, and yes, if any of you have noticed, but none of you have mentioned, I have stopped doing the other channel because it kept getting notifications from YouTube about problems, and it's just not worth it to me. I'd rather keep everything over here then. First off, how was your week? Are you having a good week? Hopefully you're having a better week than I am, because I did get my 980 Ti, but I blew up the i7. Apparently when you try to auto overclock it to 4.2 gigahertz, it doesn't exactly like it, and then goes kaboom. So, oops. Gives me a reason to build another X99, I guess. What I have for you today is some games, or games. And I picked these up because they were actually half off at a thrift store, so thought I'd add them to the collection. So for $1.50, you got Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Oh, excuse me, Human Revolution. This is before Mankind Divided, I think. I'm divided on that. LA Noire, complete. Don't know why. I have like 6 copies of it, but when you can get it for $1.50, you might as well. Naruto Clash of Ninja 3? Clash of Ninja Revolution 3. The only reason I even picked this up, well, number one, it was half off, so it was $2.50, but it's sealed, factory sealed. And you know me and my factory sealed games. So my buddy at GameStop gave me NBA 2K16 for free. And Modern Warfare 3 for free, because you can't take them in anymore because they don't come in anymore. At a local pawn shop, I went to drop off some of those DSs that I told you I'd be working on, that I showed you that I was working on, and I picked up a few things, and these were all on sale for $2 each. You got Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Even got them in a bag. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Infamous 2, DC Universe Online, I don't know why, but again, $2. Gears of War 4 Ultimate Edition, complete, with the sleeve, and you know me, I like them to be complete. Need for Speed Underground, good game. Final Fantasy 13-2, Final Fantasy 13, Injustice God Among Us, Twisted Metal, The Last of Us, The Bureau, and the only reason I got it was because it actually has the slipcover. So that was kind of cool. Again, I like odd cases, collector's cases, things like that. Dragon Age Origins. And I don't know why, and I actually paid $3 for this. Xena, Warrior Princess. Yeah. I've never seen this in the wild. So I was like, okay, I take. But yeah, I know that I can trade in a couple of these and get most of my money back, so it's probably what I'm going to do, because I need to keep collecting close to free if possible. And the best way to do that is to sell a few of the games and keep all the rest, and then replace those when they come in cheap. And after I got home, I got a call from my buddy at GameStop again saying that somebody had brought in an old Nintendo and just left it because it's in horrendous shape. They obviously weren't going to take the thing. And 1, and 2, and 3, Sega Genesis. But yeah, you can see how bad these things are. Funny thing is, this thing probably works. But now that I said it out loud, it's just going to stop working, just to spite me. And inside this bag were a few things. Oh, God. It's like they put tobacco in the bag and then smoked the bag. You've got third-party controller, RF adapter, Nintendo controller, and again, this thing is in such bad shape, that's what they did to it. Yeah, I haven't actually pulled this out yet because I was completely fracking grossed out. I pray to God they weren't ever actually using this to power their Nintendo, because that's horrible. It's definitely the Nintendo because it's got the Nintendo font on it. You can tell the older stuff by the font. A computer video game control pad, so not even one for the Genesis. Oh, an original Genesis, so not even a Gen 3 Genesis. Oh, God, I'm just gonna stop now because I'm getting grossed out. Oh. Now, one of my friends wants one of those Genesises, and that's fine. I'll get them cleaned up, make sure one works, and give that to him. And I also have a few games. You have NBA Live 97. Actually, a fun game because you can make full court shots. You just have to not drop it on the floor and time the button press perfectly. Let's see. NFL Football 94. Speaking of old and out of date context things, anybody remember Warren Moon? Yeah. Combat Cars. The X-Mutants, which is kind of relevant since they're coming out with the X-Mutants horror film. And then the Tengen version of Hard Driving, which is actually, it was stunt driving or race driving or one of the driving apostrophe games that I first learned about manual transmissions. I was a very young person, and it was a new arcade game, so that'll tell you how long ago that was. And my father was playing it, and I thought it was the most awesome thing ever. And then the probably best thing in the entire bag, Aeroflash by a company called Renovation. And they've made a few games. I believe they are attached to, I think, Rocket Knight Adventures, possibly, don't quote me. But this game is actually the most valuable thing in the entire bundle. So yeah, I'll clean that up. The label is a little bit worn out, but not too terribly that it's not usable. So yeah, I just got to see if the other two are worth anything and get the systems up and running. As for the 980 Ti, let me show you that real quick. That is an MSI GTX 980 Ti. And yes, I know I turned a motherboard box into a temporary case, but that's because Captain i7, aka piece of crap, decided to blow up because I overclocked it too far. So I'm just gonna do this until I get a better setup. Or actually, hey, look, a bright light. Does that bother you? No? Okay. But I'm just going to deal with it until I can get a processor for that board. There's a guy on Craigslist that actually has one, but he wants too much money still. He still wants like $250 for his processor. If he drops it down to about 200, then it becomes a viable option, and then I will rebuild that system. But until then, that's fine. It works fine. It's obviously running the computer right now, and it's at 3.3 gigahertz. Yeah, so not the card, the processor. Hello, Ghetto. So yeah, that's it. Give me a thumbs up if you like the pickups. They're going to go right up on the shelf here and start filling out those shelves. And I've got to grab the other shelf out of storage and put that up too. But for now, this will do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. If you'd like to become a Patreon, do that. Come over here, check out a couple of videos. I need 5 or 6, that's 10. I went to school once. I need 5 or 6 subscribers in order to hit 500. I'd like to do that before Thanksgiving, so come along, jump on board the crazy train. Choo choo. And as always, I'll talk to you later.